About 14 months ago, I wrote a book called Toxic Empathy: How Progressives Exploit Christian Compassion. I did not anticipate that over a year later, it would be so consistently talked about by liberal journalists in the media, and that it would be so endlessly offensive and in many cases maliciously maligned by people in the press. And my argument is very straightforward, that empathy is powerful. It's not always positive. It can lead you in a bad direction. When you identify so strongly with someone's pain, it can cause you to affirm sin or validate lies or support behavior or policies that are destructive. So why is this so profoundly triggering to so many of our friends on the left? Well, I can tell you it is because empathy is the most effective tool that the progressive activist has in their toolkit. Because if they can convince you, especially us naturally emotions-driven and compassionate women, that in order to be a good, loving, and empathetic person, you must support progressive policies, then they've won. If they can convince you that the true victim in the abortion story is not the baby being killed, but the pregnant woman, that the true victim in a story about crime is the criminal and not the victim of the crime, that the true victim in a story about a man going into a woman's locker room is the man himself and not the little girl, then they've won. But if even a sliver more of women start actually thinking rather than just feeling their way through politics, if we actually zoom out just a second and say, hang on, who is the victim on the other side of this moral equation? What is the consequence of this soft on crime or open borders or pro-transgender or pro-abortion policy? Well, then they've lost. If just a sliver more of women start really thinking rather than just being led by this toxic form of empathy, then progressives lose their power and they're not going down without a fight. The destruction of the West is dependent upon the useful idiocy of women. Don't be a useful idiot and keep slugging.